Right, here we are. It's another episode of the Archmage Show. And as you well know, me and my homie Blake, we've moved down to Miami and shit. And we've already been hit with some fucking adversity, bro. At least me, personally. Like, my car didn't start. Had to get it towed to the shop. Turns out it's a starter and there's some other shit with it that needs to get replaced. So I'm looking at like $3,300 out of pocket to get my car up and running and back on the road. And this is like day 4 in the city, you know what I mean? And I'm staying at an Airbnb right now. I have another Airbnb that we have to get to because tomorrow this reservation is up and my vehicle's not going to be ready until tomorrow night. So I'm like, I gotta move out of here by 11 with my dog, my cat, myself, Blake, and our belongings by 11 in the morning tomorrow, but I won't have my vehicle until the evening. So I gotta figure out how to get myself, the animals, and Blake over to this new apartment, this new Airbnb. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, this shit's kind of frustrating. And a little bit discouraging because I'm already looking at the thousands of dollars leaving my account. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And it's that, those negative thoughts, man, and the doubt creeping into your mind. I'm asking myself, like, why the fuck am I here? Like, why am I doing this? Why am I in Miami? Like, I don't even have a job, deadass. Like, I didn't come here to go and get a job to work for somebody. Like, I came here to focus on myself, focus on my craft, continue to build my discipline, continue to build my body, my physique, continue to build and grow my content and my page and really hone in and lock in on this shit. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit discouraging when things seem to be going totally not to plan, and you know, these roadblocks or these obstacles, this adversity. And this shit makes you second guess a little bit. It makes me second guess as to whether or not this was the right decision, you know, or like kind of what the fuck am I doing, you know, and is it really going to work? Because as of now, there's no promise, there's no guarantee with what I'm doing right now that I will see any monetary reward, any monetary return for my efforts at this point in time. Because as of yet, I haven't made more than $100 doing what I'm trying to do, which is physical fitness, you know, training people, getting people in shape, building a brand, and, you know, producing my content. And this is the beginning, this is near the beginning of my process and endeavor as a so-called content creator. But everything happens for a reason. I do strongly believe that. And everything that you are faced with, everything that I am faced with is just a test. It's just a test of character. It's a test from God to see whether or not I am fully committed to my purpose, my mission, and the reason why I came down here, which is to bring forth my greatest self and actually go all in on this shit, right? So I have these things happening to me in the outside world, i.e. my car not working and the unforetold expenses, and then the difficulty of transporting myself and the belongings and the pets across the city to this next location that we're going to be staying at. And listen, brother, you cannot allow these external situations, you cannot allow the circumstances that seem to be less than ideal to prevent you from doing what you need to do and prevent you from walking your path. I cannot allow these external things in my environment to sway me from my path and the decision that I made to come down here and actually make something of myself, actually make something of my life, you know. And you know, we are always going to be faced with difficulties. There's always going to be something in our way that seems to be preventing us from getting where we need to go, or preventing us from getting where we want to be, right? And it's a true test of character as to whether or not I have the conviction within myself, I have the belief in myself that I am going to be able to make this shit work. And listen, I know that I am. I know that I will make this work. However, my external environment is telling me that maybe this isn't going to work. You know what I mean? And so this is like a make or break moment. I came down here with the intention and the understanding that I was putting myself, Miami, right, into this high level environment, this high pressure environment. And I only have a limited amount of resources. I only have a limited amount of resources at my disposal. There's only so long that I can go without working a job before the money runs out. You know what I mean? And then what? Like, then what's the alternative? It's either make it, get a profit, make this shit successful to some extent where I'm able to see some sort of return, some sort of profit, that this is actually working, that I can actually do this, that I actually have something of value, that I'm actually able to provide a valuable resource to individuals that I am looking to help, you know. And it's a lot of it is just sharing my experience and showing you guys that it can be done. And right now I can see, like, looking at myself objectively from the outside, looking at myself and my situation and be like, yeah, it's not looking like super hot right now, you know what I mean? But fuck it, because we can't go back. We can't go back to who we were, what we were doing. I can't go back to my hometown, you know what I mean? Like, I can, but then it's just a failure. So regardless, what you have to do is push through. Know that this shit is just to test you. You have to keep a positive mindset and know that all of these trials, these tribulations, it's just to build you into the individual that you need to become. And I'm not going to give up on myself, on my mission, on my destiny, because I know that I have something that the world needs. And that's nothing other than who I am, what I am. And I will persevere. I will stay down, stay persistent, keep carrying on in dispersing the message to the people, and keep carrying on doing the work for myself, by myself, that I need to do in order to grow myself into the individual that I must become. And that consists of, you know, primarily sticking to the blueprint, running the program, eating what I know I need to be eating, going to the gym and training every day so that I can become stronger, so that I can get bigger, so that I can obtain what it is that I desire, which is a certain type of physique, a certain type of lifestyle, right? And so this is part of my manifestation process. And I know it's this world, this adversity testing me, trying to get me to veer off of the course, veer off of the path that is going to get me to the place I need to be, which is not any destination, but an individual that I must embody. It's a state of mind. It's a state of being. And it's a belief that I am going to make it. I will prevail at all costs. Because there's no going back. The old me is dead. I can't be that individual anymore, because the individual that I was literally suffocating me. I was suffocating myself. I was drowning in my own misery because I hated the life that I was living. I don't want to work for somebody else. I want to be my own sovereign entity. I want to be my own sovereign entity. Not reliant on anything external for a livelihood. I don't need any validation. I don't need anybody to tell me what I need to do because I know what I need to do, and that is just be myself and be myself to the highest degree. So no, we're not turning around. We're not turning back because we're past the point of no return. There is no going back. Motherfucker, we burned the boats. We can't go back. I won't have it. I can't allow that to happen. So it is success or death. I'm willing to die for this shit. I'm willing to die for this shit, for my vision, my mission, my purpose, as it is ordained by God. And I don't have a full view of what that is. So it is a little bit like walking blind, but it's walking in faith. Walking in faith because I know that God is looking out for me, and I know that God will provide me a way. If you have the will, if I have a will and harness my will in the right direction with the right trajectory, there is no possible way of failure. Like, even if I fail, even if I don't succeed, even if I make all of these mistakes and the shit doesn't go well and I don't become profitable, I don't become successful, the lessons that come with the procedure, with the process. So it's a matter of having faith in the universe, having faith in God, that as long as I keep taking the steps forward and in the right direction, that we will get to where we need to be. There's no alternative. There is no alternative. There is only the option to continue on as we have been going and to continually improve, because I need to become more than I am now. I need to become greater than I am now. And don't get me fucked up. Don't get me twisted. I believe that I am great already because it's inherent. It's within me. My greatness is not defined by anybody, anything, or given to me by anything external, anything in the outside world. I declare my own greatness. I demand my own greatness. I demand my own respect, and the respect of the world is going to come with that. I know I'm worth it. I know I'm valuable. I'm worth my mind, my body, my mindset, this light that I have within my soul, this spark that I have internally, that eternal flame that I have internally within myself is something that is beyond value. It's invaluable. It's priceless. It's priceless. And that's not something that I'm willing to relinquish for nothing. No matter how many thoughts, negative thoughts or doubts do creep into my mind, I promise myself that I will eradicate it all, because I was made for this, bro. I was made for this. The fire, baptized in fire. You know that's what this shit is, bro. And we have to figure it out. We must become undeniable. And I will become undeniable. I will not be denied my destiny and the life that I want for myself and the individual that I desire for myself to become. There is nothing that can stop me from becoming that individual. On God. On God. I have faith in Him. I have faith in my purpose. I have faith in what I am doing and reaching y'all. Like, I don't do this shit for me. I've recognized that I have a higher purpose. There is a higher vision that God has for me. There is a higher plan, a greater plan. There is a bigger stage that is out there, and it's my responsibility to claim my position, my role in the greater scope of this world at a global level. I know that I'm meant to be somebody. I am important. I validate myself. I provide myself with my own worth. And I'm fucking great. I am incredible. I have such a great capacity. The power lies within you, bro. It lies within you, within your mind, within your heart. You have the power. You have the will. It is not everything is in control. Matter of fact, so much of life is out of your control, is out of my control. But I have control over my own self. And it is the level and the degree in which you are able to harness your own personal power, your own personal control over self. That is where the value comes. So no, we are not going to turn around. We are going to continue to persist, and we are going to make this happen. This is my dream. But most people, all they do is sit there and dream and wish and hope. But we are going to achieve, and we are going to become great, greater than we have ever been before. And we are going to become something that this world has never seen before, because I am not something that has ever been in this world before or perceived by this world before. I am purely unique. I am fully original. This cannot be done again. It has never been done before. And you have to step into the role. You have to fully embody this shit, bro. And I know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I will be all right because I got myself. I got myself, and that is all I need. Everything I need is within me. I am everything that I need. I don't need anything on the outside. I don't need the validation. I don't need other people to tell me that I have value or to do it for me, because I'm going to get this shit on my own. I'm going to get this shit on my own. God willing. God willing. So you have to make a decision, take a jump, and go with it, bro. Roll with the punches and have faith. Even if it feels like you're barely treading water and keeping your head up above the surface for some air. Even if it feels like you're drowning. Even if it feels like you're dying. You have to keep going. Keep moving. Because the second that you stop, the second that you fully believe that you can't, that you won't be able to, then you won't. You get what I'm saying? But I know that this shit is going to happen, no matter how long it takes, no matter what pain and suffering I have to go through. This shit gonna pop off. So I love y'all. No, it's a little long, but it's the mage, yo. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and the vision that God gave you, and go out and get this shit. Achieve what it is that you wish, what you desire to achieve. Go and be the individual that you desire to be. And have faith in the vision, bro. Have faith in the vision. Have faith in the vision. Anything is possible. Anything is achievable. But you have to believe. And beyond belief, you have to walk the walk, bro. You have to take the steps. You have to take the action that is necessary to get you where you need to be. So, Godspeed, my boy. Godspeed, love, beloved. Godspeed, queen. You got this shit. Keep your head up. Keep the faith. The power is within you. Let's get this shit.